Welcome to Wednesday News. I'm your friend and host, Amit Roy. Please like me and subscribe me. The festive season is coming and joy in the air. And look, a lot of people are up to dating, meeting girlfriends, and have fun. No problem with that. I'm not against that. I'm not a Taliban. I will not say don't do that. Do it. Go for a full blast. But there are some cautions. A lot of scams are coming up, including blackmailing. Criminal organizations are penetrated this festive season and also other times also. I want to explain you how to avoid this kind of traps and how to not to be sucked into this kind of criminal conspiracies by this kind of evil mind. Those who are really evil, Ma Durga must punish them. I cannot punish them through my videos, but I can explain to you why you should be very careful. Now, look, I want to give you some background first, how these kind of things can happen. Look, I was flying in Bangkok some years ago. And I was handsome. Boy, I'm handsome. And I was wandering out in the street, and one shop I saw, and two women was doing some flower arrangement. Then they called me, they called me inside. And I was started talking to me, who are you, what are you doing, etc., etc. And suddenly I found one called me in the corner and said, why did you kiss me? I got a little surprised. I was, uh, taken some sort of, what is this? What is this, man? I'm not Tom Cruise. Why the woman is suddenly, young woman is suddenly asking me to kiss her? And there was a net kind of thing behind her, wooden kind of net, you see. So I saw someone standing there. Immediately I found, and I knew they will put me in trouble. I said, oh, well, that's a fantastic idea. I want to do that, but I didn't brush. I'm coming after brushing my teeth. And I walked away. I knew that was a trap. Similarly, one time I was in Manila 20 years ago. And on Manila airport, security woman grabbed my cock while she was searching me. And he said, if you go to bathroom after 1 hour, we can have that. And again I knew it would be a trap. And I knew this kind of traps happen in those kind of places. Look, if you are taken to this kind of woman and there will police suddenly coming and telling you are doing this kind of thing, sexual advantages with this woman, and you have to dish out money or they will put you in problem. Maybe they will take you to carry some drugs. Since I was in narcotics, I knew this kind of thing. Well, nobody, it's not very easy for ordinary travelers to understand that. So I could walk out from those, what would you say, temptation or traps, since I had some sort of information. So this is the thing I want to tell you. And that now I'm started seeing these kind of things are happening in India also, as well. Now look, so a lot of women, I want to tell you, in love, you don't need money. Why the hell? A lot of people say you need a lot of money for loving somebody, and why you need money? I'm still very confused. Why you need some money to love somebody? I don't know. Really, it doesn't hit my concept even today. I'm so confused. Today, a lot of kids say, look, man, your time you could buy peanuts and then you could take your girlfriend for a date. And today you need lots of money in your pocket. I don't know why. What's the big difference of my time and this time? No, you have to do it. Your time movies were different. It used to be 2 rupees. Now it is 200 rupees, 300 rupees. Yeah, that is correct. But you don't go there. If you don't have money, that means you will not love anybody. You go choose a place, choose a park or somewhere, you sit, or anywhere you go. I am not an expert to tell you where you will go, where you will not go. In a drawing room, you can talk. Tell your parents, tell your parents, invite your girlfriend or boyfriend in your house, introduce you to the parents or friends, have a TV show, bring some Coca Cola, chai, pakoda, make a pakoda in your house. Enjoy your time. There's no need for money. Don't be, you know, engrossed with money. Now, coming to that kind of traps, now there are a lot of dating apps. And they are, I'm not saying all dating apps, all people are bad, but many people are, setting traps. They will take you to a bed or a room or some or hotel room, invite you, and suddenly they will charge you for you're doing raping them. Now, rape law is very stringent in India, and I don't know what other places. Very stringent. One kind of, allegation can put you in a lot of problems. And nowadays, I'm seeing and I'm learning from media that a lot of policemen are involved, so-called advocates are involved in these kind of rackets. And someone is telling me in Jaipur it has happened, northern India it has happened very much, that you are trapped by women to invite you for consensual sexual intercourse, and they'll tell you are raped. It's very difficult. And even you don't rape somebody, they can put an allegation of sexual harassment and blah 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 blah. So you should be very, very, very careful, you see. Very, very careful. I don't want to tell you very negative things, but these things can happen. Look, I'm also told that some beautiful women are sent by mafia to rich builders and all, and after they establish some sort of relationship and coming to a sexual relation, earning trust, and suddenly say you have raped me or harassed me sexually, and you have to dish out some money. I will go to the court, or some police will harass you, and etc. etc. So these things can happen, and it's happening. So you must be very, very careful. You must be very careful of your demeanor, of your actions, of your thinking. See how that happens. One thing I'm telling, because a lot of people are trapped into this kind of thing because of the influence of porn. Porn. I'm not saying porn is bad thing. I have sometimes see that, but nowadays just stop. But sometimes I used to see that. But porn controls your mind. I was talking to somebody in net, and she said, "I look like Ava Adams, this porn star." I was surprised. And what a description of describing somebody, you know. That means it's a lure, it's a trap. You keep out from this kind of people. Porn makes your behavior very bigly change, and you get susceptible to this kind of traps and other kind of, you know, entertainment. I will call it, crime. If you are got into head into this kind of thing, you go to a hotel room or this kind of shady places, it's your fault. Don't go there. You go to unknown woman to suddenly to hotel to screw her, you should think 20 times, 50 times, if not 100 times. Why should you do that? Why should you do that? Secondly, I would say, in India, there are a lot of imbalances in male population and female population. And culture in North India is very different. Even today, people learn about sex at the age of 40, they get married. Or, the rape is so common in Northern India. So, but there is no sex education, no respect for women in that way as we have in Eastern India and other places. It's still better because, you can still go to a park, hold your hand. But, in my Buddhadev Bhattacharya this time, communist, czar and dictator and mass murderer, if you hold someone's hand in the park, police will capture you. They're telling that you are destroying morality of the society. Today, I think it's lesser, but there are other forms of, societal and administrative kind of regulations. Good or bad, I'm not telling. But in Eastern India, it's much better. But Delhi, Haryana, Punjab, they cannot kiss a woman, forget about holding hand, forget about holding hand. You can go to close to a woman. This kind of mentality. And these guys talk very, very big in television about sex, life, blah, blah, blah. These are total practical jokes. So I think you should be very careful. You approach somebody, unknown person, inviting for sex, or you buy sex. That's the most dangerous thing. I support of, um, sexual kind of freedom and paid sex industry, but that should be legalized. Sex business should be legalized. But today it's not legalized. It's totally controlled by mafia. I don't know good or bad. At least for northern India and other places, it could be much. It could have a lot of blackmailing and other things as well. I'm not saying it's beyond risk. It's very dangerous. But at least this is better than present situation. At least if they have a license and all, you can track them. You can. But in foreign countries, if where sex is legalized, they have a lot of blackmailing, pressure, mafia, etc. as well, and drugs. So you avoid influence of drugs, influence of alcohol, and illicit sex. You know, you better avoid unknown people inviting you for sex. Meet unknown people in dating apps and exposing your background, telling you everything, and that's extremely dangerous. You don't reveal your identity. Don't reveal your PAN numbers, bank account, your date of birth, etc., etc. So this is my humble submission. Enjoy festive season, but enjoy responsibly. Don't drink in the street. Don't do, barroom brawls, and don't avoid from this kind of incidents or accidents, which can take you to very dark consequences. Thank you very much again. Please like me and subscribe me and share my channel. Best wishes.